Excellencies, honored invited. The respected Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambian Forces for gracing this ceremony. And we express our gratitude to the IMCTC for its continued support toward promoting regional and international peace and stability. As we conclude today's ceremony, we extend our best wishes for a brighter and safer future for all IMCTC member states. Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, very soon we shall witness the passing out of the parade. But before that, on behalf of His Excellency, the Secretary General of the Islamic Military Counterterrorism Coalition, we cordially invite you to attend the luncheon just on your extreme left, held on this occasion in honor of the respected Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambia Armed Forces. And members of the High Table shall lead the way during that affair. Okay, thank you very much for your kind and rapt attention. We shall now witness the passing off of the parade. Thank you. And now His Excellency, the Secretary General, will present the IMCT's commemorative tokens on this occasion. And following a presentation from His Excellency to the Chief of Defense Staff, now the respected Chief of Defense Staff will also return the favor by presenting tokens on behalf of the Gambian forces. At this juncture, Your Excellencies and the respected Chief of Defense Staff, thank you very much, Mr. Wellings, for the comprehensive overview that highlighted the objectives and components of the training program. And now allow me to respectfully invite the respected Chief of Defense Staff and His Excellency, the IMCTC Secretary General, to oversee the signing ceremony of the military training document, which officially marks the commencement of the training activities. Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the training program for explosive ordnance disposal that will be delivered to the counter-terrorism forces here in Gambia. Obviously, I'll introduce myself. My name is Kane Wellings, and I'm one of the many instructors here that will be delivering this course. I must mention the Islamic Military Counterterrorism Coalition and thank them for their provision of this much-needed course. The course will be delivered over a 3-week period and will be consistent of 1 week of theoretical exercises and followed by 2 weeks of practical scenarios. Week 1 will focus on explosive theory and the recognition of common explosive threats, including mines, projected ammunition, rockets, airdrop weapons, and improvised explosive devices. Trainees will be instructed in military methodologies for search planning, identification, and risk assessment, as well as standard approaches for disposal, mitigation, and controlled movement where operationally appropriate. Week 2 will move on to practical training on conventional threats. Building on the theoretical foundation, Week 2 will emphasize hands-on practical training in the search, marking, identification, assessment, and disposal of conventional munitions. These include anti-vehicle and anti-personnel mines, again, projected artillery, mortars and rockets, alongside practical applications of search planning and methodologies tailored to each operational scenario. Week 3 will be the counter-terrorism operations, and it'll be the final week where we expand training into counter-terrorism operational environments. With a specific focus on IED delivery methods, trainees will develop the capability to search for, locate, identify, and respond to explosive threats involving persons, vehicles, buildings, and wider areas under realistic operational conditions. Our training objectives by the end of the course is to provide participants with the necessary knowledge about modern military methods and tactics for neutralizing unexploded ordnance and improvised explosive devices, to have them understand and analyze techniques for identifying landmines and unexploded ordnance, to develop skills in pulling landmines and unexploded ordnance in various geographic areas, including populated regions, and to train participants on safe methods for disposing of landmines and unexploded ordnance. I trust this course will be successful for both the Gambian Army and the Islamic Military Counter-Terrorism Coalition, and I hope that all course participants will enjoy it and will walk away extremely happy with the professionalism of the delivery of this course. Excellencies, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time.
And capability is critical for force protection and public safety. This training directly addresses an operational requirement within the Gambia Armed Forces and enhance our ability to protect lives, critical national infrastructure, and social stability. Therefore, the training you are about to undertake is of great importance to national security deliverables. For the officers and soldiers selected for this program, you carry a serious responsibility. Explosive ordnance disposal work demands discipline, patience, technical accuracy, and strict adherence to procedure. I command you to approach this training with utmost professionalism and commitment. Learn fully, apply what you are taught, and share your knowledge responsibly when you return to your units. I also wish to acknowledge the trainers and facilitators provided by the Islamic Counterterrorism Coalition. Your contribution to building competent and skillful explosive ordnance disposal personnel is highly anticipated and appreciated, and your efforts will leave a lasting impact on our armed forces. In conclusion, allow me to express my profound appreciation to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces, President Adama Barrow, for his continued support to the Gambia Armed Forces and the entire national security sector for development, international cooperation, and professional training by creating the enabling environment that allows programs such as this one to take place. Allow me once again to thank the Secretary General of the Islamic Military Counterterrorism Coalition, General Mohedin, who has shown unexplainable love for this country by his commitment to support our command. We also want to thank the government and people of the Royal Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and all partners who have contributed to this program. I am confident that this training will further strengthen our cooperation and enhance operational effectiveness of the Gambia Armed Forces. I wish all participants a successful training, and I now have the honor to officially declare the Islamic Counterterrorism Coalition Explosive Ordnance Training Program open. Thank you. Security, both conventional and non-conventional. In this regard, I wish to express my sincere appreciation to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for its leadership and continued support through the INCTC. Through the coalition, the government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has consistently invested in strengthening the capacities of member states